Hey, how you guys doing? I'm X. Yeah, this is the first, as far as I know, Xbox 360 2x2 Bud trapdoor. So let me show you guys how it works. You basically just stand over your location, and there you go. Just fall to your death, basically, or jump into your secret entranceway, or you could use this as a lava garbage pit. The entire size of this thing is actually quite small for what we're doing with it. It is a 10 by 12 by 4. But the good thing is that would be including the platform you're building it on. So if you were to dig a hole for the circuitry, you'd only have to dig a 3 by 10 by 12. So yeah, this is the redstone. It's all symmetrical, and then it has a couple safety features. Mainly the safety features that are included is that these pistons will update, everything gets updated within a couple ticks of each other. So no matter where you put your redstone or torch, it will update the entire thing. And then there's some features that slow it down to prevent it from clocking, which has happened to me a couple times, but you shouldn't have any issues. So just follow me on the tutorial. These detector rails and things we need to add in last, and you don't want to start trying to test this until you actually have everything in. Otherwise it will clock, and the only way you can turn it off is by turning off the levers. But once you've done that, it's almost impossible to get it activated at the same time. So anyway, let's go ahead and make it. So all we really need is a 12 by 10 platform, and we just need to find the center of it. So see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you should have 4 on this side, and then 5, and then that should be center. Alright, so once you've got your hole, obviously if you're building this on a survival world, I'd recommend doing this on creative first, just so you can check it out. So we need to build just a standard jeb door first, which is basically just like this. So the entire thing's the same on each side, so we're going to do that. We're just basically going to build the whole thing in circles, if that makes any sense. So we need sticky pistons on the side here, just like that, blocks on them, and these are going to be our update pistons. These are kind of like the control. They also complete circuits. So we're going to need 2 blocks here and then 2 blocks here, like that. We're going to do that on both sides, and it's really important to follow the steps on this, otherwise it will malfunction. So we need levers, but we also need these buttons. Now these buttons are only there to divert the signal, and I will show you that. So when you're making this, just make sure that you have everything looks exactly the same on both sides. Alright, so next thing we're going to need to do is right here we're going to need some blocks. I'm going to go ahead and just build this side, and then we'll go over and rebuild it on the other. So we'll need another block here, one up like that, same here, one up, and then you're going to need a little platform with 2 on it, just like that. Blocks here. Alright, so redstone, you want them like that, and then right here, repeater on 3, repeater on 3, repeater on 3. So I have this set at a safe speed. It's the fastest you can make it, but you can set all of these to 4. I'll show you that at the end though. So this is what we should have now. We just need to repeat it on this side. So blocks here, 1 up, whoops, 1 up, repeater on 3, repeater on 3, and on 3. So as far as I know, this is the only block update version of a trapdoor on the Xbox. So redstone we need underneath this. This is going to be part of our diversionary bud. So what we're going to go ahead and do is activate these. And you can see here something is that it activates both at the same time. That's part of the safety features of this. The only thing it doesn't do is it doesn't activate the up. So that's what these are for. They control, each one will activate, the other. So we have it on the on position now, that's default. We want it on that. So now we need to put in our dual edge monostables. So I'm going to build one circuit and then we'll just go around and rebuild it. So 2 repeaters on 3 ticks going into a block, a repeater on 1 tick, and then you'll see here something that this redstone angles towards the button, which what that does is it's going to make it so when we put a piston here it does not activate it. So now we need our dual edge. That's going to turn the power off, so if that button wasn't there this piston would get extended, which we don't want happening. So that side's complete now, so we're going to go ahead and do this one. So same thing, 3 ticks, and then 1. And then that's going to be where our dual edge sits. And then that is going to come here. And then the redstone should be diverted, not updating this piston. So yeah, so that's that. We can do the same on this side. 3, and 1. Block, redstone, block with some redstone on it. And a sticky piston severs the connection, and then we need a piston. Alright, so we got one more side to do. 3, 1, like that. Alright, so if you miss anything on this, it's going to start clocking, which at the end of this video I'll kind of show you guys a little bit about that and how you can reset it if you need to. Alright, so we're going to need detector rails now. Now this is very important. So you want to make sure this is powered on and you didn't mess with anything on it. You want to make sure all 4 of these are up before you do this. Alright, so we're going to add in the detector rails and it's going to divert the signal. And what that means, if we touch any of this with any kind of redstone, the whole thing's going to retract and open. So these are our reset pistons. So we put these pistons here. They should not activate. If they do, something's wrong, which means I would say you'd probably want to restart on this. So this should be completed. Let's go ahead and check it. There we go. That's done. So default, it should always return to its normal default position. Alright, so I took the bottom off of this and I wanted to show you guys that covering this, you can cover it, but every time you touch one of these it will update. So if you're happy with this tutorial and everything's cool, if you want to seal it, you just want to make sure that when you do this that you don't place the blocks too fast. Like I'll show you, if you touch any of these areas here, it will cause updates. Like that. And so same thing here, it's like if you place a lot, it can clock it. So what I just did you probably would not want to do. So yeah, I mean, and then the rest of this would just be normal covering. But for those of you that might want to use this as for more than just a bud trapdoor, underneath every lever, if you go and place torches, I'll show you, just place blocks underneath it and then we'll put torches on top of it. Everywhere there's a lever, and just place your torches. What we can do is we can put a simultaneous reset switch on this. Oops. Go ahead and look at this from a distance. There we go. Okay, so now these will always be being powered. We do not need the levers on here. and we can use this as a control, these blocks. So if I go, say I want my input over here, let's just say, like I want a lever where I can activate this trapdoor, or even shut it off. You want to start by just connecting each one of these torches. It doesn't have to be all four corners, just three like this. You don't want it to power during the circle, you just want this. So it needs to be pretty in sync. So the best thing to do is put torches here, or I'm sorry, put repeaters and then your redstone, and then just bring your output here, wherever you would like it to be. You can bring it up to the surface or whatever you want, but I will show you this is a very powerful block update. You can see that I'm underneath this. I am 2 blocks away, and when I actually put redstone underneath these, it's going to update it. So it's really good to have this switch on here. What it will do is if there was ever a problem, let's say it just started clocking, you could just shut it off. You could also use this to bury it. So as you can see, I can bury this and it's not going to update anything. I could bury the whole thing, and I have the ability to use it as a bud switch or a normal trapdoor at this point. Of course, this is an optional circuit. It's just if you want to reset it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment, like, and subscribe. This is a first for the Xbox 360, so hope you guys enjoyed this, and later.